Hi everyone, Juna here, and today I'm going to be reading chapter 1134 of the One Piece manga. I'm sorry this is late, but if you've been here long enough, you know that Giona gets sick as often as Oda takes his breaks, So it's not even surprising anymore, but I was sick, and so I couldn't do it. But I mean, I'm feeling a little bit better now, so I'm like, I gotta read this because I've been seeing, as I scroll on Twitter or on YouTube, I would see like chapter 1134 and I just have to like scroll real fast because I don't want to get spoiled. But I've seen some characters and I don't know if they are actually related to this chapter. But I don't know. Maybe I actually got spoiled. But if it comes up, if that character comes up, I mean, like, I don't know what happened. I just saw, like, certain characters on thumbnails, but I'm not sure if I actually got spoiled. Anyway, let's just read this. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I wish I could read Japanese because I want to know what these are. But I think this is a cover of the actual magazine. And there's Luffy looking like a doll because it has stitches. There's Chopper and Nami. And then other characters from other manga. I wish I could read. I tried, I studied Japanese by myself a little bit before, but like I forgot. But now I'm kind of inspired to relearn or actually start learning Japanese seriously because of Iñaki. If you haven't seen it yet, there's an interview between that Iñaki did with Oda when Oda went to Cape Town, and it's in Japanese. He was interviewing Oda in Japanese. Like, how crazy was that? I mean, I don't think I will ever meet Oda in my lifetime, but in the rare chance that I do, wouldn't it be nice if I can actually talk to him in Japanese? Like, ugh. So now I'm thinking about maybe I should actually learn it because I understand a little bit, from watching so much One Piece. I understand it when I hear it, but I can't speak it. So it doesn't really do me any good. But maybe I will. We'll see. Oda notes, I want to thank all the authors who contributed to the laid back One Piece anthology magazine. I really enjoyed reading your submissions. I've heard about this one, but I don't know where to read it or what it is actually about. Maybe I'll look it up. And here's the color spread that we were promised last episode. Oh my gosh, it's Frankie! Speaking of Frankie, we got a new VA for him. Subaru Kimura, I think, is gonna be the new voice actor for Frankie for the anime. There was like a passing of the spandex or something like that happened. Yao gave it to him. It was pretty cool. Okay, this Brooke. Robin looking so nice. Oh, and this is Robin with her bangs. There's Zoro, Jinbei. You can't see much of Jinbei. He kind of like blends into the background. He's right there behind Zoro. Ooh, Nami looking good. I like the leggings thing that's going on there and the boots. Luffy, Chopper, Sanji looking nice, and then Usopp right there. We are eternal. I like this. Frankie's so cool. They're all riding Frankie. Nice. Aww, they're so cute. I'd like to imagine that they do this in between arcs. We don't get to see much of that anymore. Anyway, here it is. Old Man Saul, I heard you helped one of our fledglings back in the day. Fledglings? Is that Robin? I really appreciate it. We're in your debt. Coming face to face. Allow me to introduce myself. He's using Edo-era Yakuza talk. The upward palm gesture is an anarchic anarchic greeting. The Owl Library. Oh my gosh. Luffy's so cool though. Who the heck taught you that routine? Nobody. And then Robin's like, this is Luffy. That is Shishishi. I know, the fella's world famous. Exactly. Luffy, yeah, where did he learn that? He said nobody. But it sounds like... Wasn't that Kinemon who would say that? Allow me to introduce myself. I can't remember. But I feel like I've heard that before. Somebody saying that. Oh, no. It was Jinbei. When he was reintroduced as he joined the Straw Hats in Wano. When he came, right? Yeah, allow me to introduce myself. But hey, looks like you found them after all. Oh, come on. I don't want to cry today. I'm going to be so clogged. Like, I'm already clogged. But if I cry more, I cannot. Oh my gosh, like a little bit of story. I was telling my mom about this. She watched the anime up to a certain point. Like, I know she passed 1015. I can't remember what episode she is supposed to be in now, but she got busy and she's not caught up. But I would tell her about the manga every now and then. And I picked her up from work and I told her about chapter 1133. And I was saying, like, it was frustrating how some people would say that Saul being alive lessens the impact of Robin's backstory and all that. And we were discussing it in the car, and I was telling her like how it was, like Saul was pretending that he's fallen because he was reenacting how it happened back then. And I just started tearing up and she was crying beside me. I was like, oh, come on, Mom. And then I showed her the video of Iñaki and Oda that was talking about earlier. I was tearing up and then she was crying too. And she was like, Iñaki's the perfect Luffy. Just so funny. I really appreciate how she listens to me rant, because I feel like, well, not a lot of people in my life would listen to me talk about One Piece because I go hard. Like, I go hard and I cry too. But she just goes with it, right? She understands. I really appreciate that. Anyway, you can skip that, I guess. But hey, looks like you found them after all, Robin. Yeah, just like you said, I actually found them. People willing to accept and protect someone like me. True friends. Aww. You're so cute. They're like, we die for you, Robin. You betcha. Luffy's just like, hey, you betcha. And then these people, they're all crying, but they don't want to show Robin that they're crying. So they had to turn around and they're like, we die for you. I guess these are the people, well, not Brooke, but these people were there for Enya's lobby and they were literally willing to die to get her back. It's so sweet. It's good to meet Robin's friends. Seriously, you've done great making it all the way to Elbaf. And sorry for spooking ya earlier. Me and my assistant Ange were out here rehearsing that bitch for a while. That's cute. So they were rehearsing it too. I used to be a Marine, so I know how impressive it is to be recognized as an emperor. Exactly, Luffy, let's go. Thank you so much for protecting Robin. Please keep it up. She, no problem. Aww. It's so assuring. Like, look at them. Like, Luffy going like this, and the crew behind him all looking so confident. Even Usopp right there going like, yeah, we gotcha. Aw, that's so cute. And there's Bonnie and Lilith there too. Hey, Saul. It's me. Oh yeah, they know each other. Have we met? And how the heck are you flying? I'm Vegapunk. You sure you want it now? Yeah, sorry for the trouble. Here, allow me. So they took something from Egghead. It's like a big case. You asked me to bring it from Egghead. What's inside it, though? Inside? Why? It's one of me. Oh, is it the one that they put together? Like, somebody's head and then somebody's hand. Right? Another Vegapunk? Yeah, but this clone's different from a oh, never mind. A satellite is a perfect copy. I used it to visit this island 20 years ago. Oh. Stella couldn't exactly leave the lab for months at a time without those government dogs noticing. Dang, he cloned himself so he could, like, leave? That's crazy. Now then, let's stop dilly-dallying and get to it. I've already added the cultivation fluid, but we won't be able to do a safe extraction till I make the necessary equipment. That's why I intend to build a new lab right here. In Elbaf? Nobody's gonna get here. I don't think they're not part of the world government, are they? I don't think the world government would want to come here either. Imagine having to fight like so many giants all at once. No way. Yo, he's Vegapunk. Lilith, will that make it possible for you to help Papa too? That's the plan, Bonnie. Oh. Yahoo. If you really are a Vegapunk, then I'm thrilled to see you after 20 long years. But I don't get it. Why are you a woman? Oh, there's a perfectly logical explanation. It's gonna be a long explanation, so I'll just watch Egghead. Sir, are you done? Can we play now? My bad, kids. Kids? Come on up. Thanks for waiting. Those tykes use the spring area as a playground. We had them hold off so they wouldn't spoil Mr. Saul's performance. You went that far. I apologize for the belated introduction. I'm Ange. I am assuming that's how you say it, Ange. An assistant teacher here. Librarian, Saul's assistant, Ange. I don't mean to brag, but this is Elbaf's #1 school and library. Let me give you a tour of the premises. Ooh, that sounds fun. Not so fast. I can't wait to see how Elbaf raises its mighty warriors. This is Walrus Folk School. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Mr. Saul opened it 20 years ago at our late king's request. Late king. So 20 years ago, the king died. I'm assuming that is Loki's dad, right? So the king now is Hyruddin's dad. So they might not even be related. Or not directly. This is going to be a blast. It's a training school for young warriors, right? It's so cute. Ooh, they're running. Oh my gosh, look at those children. They're so tiny but big. Good. And you go on. Show them all around the school. I'm going to take Robin straight to the library. Yo, let's go! Oh my gosh, that's going to be so emotional for Robin. Because those are the books that her mom and her friends from Ohara saved with their life. They did their best to get all the books into the lake so that they can pass it on to the next generation. And here it is. It's been passed on. Saul has been protecting those books and teaching kids. Like, this is actually so amazing that he became a teacher when he came here, because he's passing on the knowledge. And so just imagine all these giants in Elbaf, 20 years or 22 years, they've been learning. I can imagine he's been teaching them things, that the government might not approve, but would open their eyes to what kind of world we are living in now, or like the history of it all. Are you coming, Chopper? I want to check the library too. I bet the books are massive. Oh, yeah. They have small books too, Chopper, because they got it from Ohara. Schools always make me nostalgic. I'll tag along and keep you safe, Nami-san. I'm more interested in that giant tree. Yeah, it's huge. Oh, because it's the Atom Tree. So, of course, Frankie would want to see that. So they're splitting. Let's catch these shorties and play prisoners. I don't know what's with kids. They like playing bad guy and good guy all the time. Like, my kids always want me to be the bad guy, like the robber, just the bad guy in general, the monsters. And they want to be chased all the time. I don't know what's with kids and prison. They like playing that. I don't know why. Man, this really is a country of giants. I should cut him. Zor, stop! No, you idiot. These giants are just kids. Be the mature one. Stop that. You know we're not allowed to harm cute humans. So cute. Sorry. And don't call them shorties either. They're so lame. Are these brats really Elbaf's future warriors? Hey, watch it. You can't just say words like brat anymore. What do you mean? This is surreal. We weren't even offended by that shorty's comment. And aren't you guys meant to be wild fighters, willing to pillage and burn the seas themselves? This probably has changed because Saul came here to educate them. I can imagine that they really didn't have a school back then because they were warriors. They were meant to fight. They were taught how to use swords and axes and weapons, and they go out into the world fighting. And that's what it's always been, right? Being brave, having that pride thing. That's what we learned about the giants from Elbaf back in Little Garden. Oh, this is so interesting because that's what kept Usopp going. This is what it means to be brave, to have your pride, protect your pride to the death. And even back then, I was like, okay, I respect that, but I didn't, what's the word? I didn't really support it, or I was not on board that idea, just because for me, sometimes lowering your pride would work better for your advantage, kind of like what Shanks did and what Luffy learned back in Fuchsia. Because sometimes some fights are not worth your time. Like how the Giants were fighting for 100 years. Come on. Just because they had this challenge and they couldn't figure out who won that. Like, who had the bigger catch? Like, seriously, you've been fighting for 100 years to the death for something like that. It's so trivial, like, in my mind. But I understood that giants would fight over that with their life. But to me, it sounded silly. Just because it's my values and that's how my brain works, But, yeah, this actually makes so much sense. I haven't even read the next part yet, but I just thought it was so interesting that, yeah, we were thinking the giants are going to be these brutes who are fighting and that's all they know. But then you have these kids who are like, you don't say brat. Like, how could you call them shorties? Like, they're not short. That's their regular height. But we're giants, so they look tiny to us. But they might be offended by that. Like, this is so interesting. I really like it because this opens up so much about Usopp's dream of becoming a brave warrior of the sea. Because does it still mean being brave is being strong and having that pride, which he believes in way back in Little Garden? But is he now going to learn that being a brave warrior means so much more? It's not just strength and it's not just pride, but it could be already what he has, fighting with what you have, trying to protect other people, and sometimes having to run away or back away because that's the best option at the moment. Yo, this is going to be so cool. I I talk so much. What if it's not that? That was fun though. Wait. Fighters? No way. That's dangerous. But you bastards are the next generation of Elbaf warriors, right? You can't say bastard either. This is so cute. It's like you don't say the B word. Come on. Words like that are old fashioned. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate this because kids nowadays, well, probably even back in my days, they think that swearing is cool, you know, it makes you edgy or whatever they call it nowadays. But seriously, it's not cool, you know, using such crude words because I think it doesn't help you with your vocabulary later on because you just substitute words with swears. I say that. I do swear too. But, I mean, moving on. The kids shouldn't. They can do it later when they can control themselves. I love how they say words like that are old-fashioned because, you know, back then, belittling people or calling them names would be what comedy is like. But now it changed a lot, right? A lot of the things are offensive if you say it. It's not going to be comedy anymore. People would have different opinions on that, but you know, this is interesting. Hey, that was an adult just now. What do you mean? Old-fashioned? What's that meant to mean? You should probably move. You're gonna get told off. Oh, okay, there was a lady. Who said that? That's why Zora was like, hey, that was an adult just now. You're standing on Miss Ripley. Whoa. There's a lady. We climbed onto a giant. Our bad. No worries, you're feather light. Anyway, I bet this is a culture shock for you, but all those legends of fearsome giant pirates are from 100 years ago, you know. Walrus Folk School biology teacher, Ripley. So they have teachers now. That's so cool. I like it. She looks cool. She has like a tattoo going down her left eye. And I really like their hair. Oh my gosh. Like the braids. So pretty. Ripley. Miss Ripley. Foul mouths, aggression, plundering, war. Those are relics of a bygone era now. What? Nice. Welcome to Elbaf, Straw Hats. I heard about you from Seoul. There you are, Luffy. Sorry about our loud-mouthed brats. Didn't you just say words like that were behind at times? Yeah, miss, you're so naughty. Do as I say, not as I do. That's what I'm saying. It's so hard. Because kids are always watching and they copy everything that you do. Sometimes you forget, you know, like, because everything is so tiny. Like, tables and chairs are so tiny where I work. And so sometimes I would sit on shelves, okay? And we tell kids not to sit on shelves. But, oh my gosh, it hurts my back to sit on those tiny chairs. Sometimes I have to sit on the shelves. And they try to sit on it, and I'm like, no, you don't. You don't climb the shelves. But they're like, but Miss Giona. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Seek to trade with other nations, not wage war. Our beloved late King Harold said those wise words. Oh, so this is interesting because I thought the change came about because of Saul going in there with more knowledge and, you know, maybe the urge to teach. But it seems like the late king was also for this. Like, he wants his people to learn and like have that transformation from just being warriors or pirates to more, how do you even say, educated, for lack of a better word. But he died because Loki killed him. He often clashed with all the graybeards of the villages. She's carrying them now. King Harold, a visionary of a king who wanted to revolutionize our country. He was slain by his actual flesh and blood, that crazy prince. The country still refuses to recognize his claim to the throne. That's why Elbaf doesn't currently have a sovereign. Oh, they don't have a king right now. Okay. And that brings today's history lesson to a close. Everyone, show these guys around school. Yes, ma'am. Okie dokie. Dang, it's so pretty. Hey, Mr. Captain, you look different from that all-white look you had before. What's the deal? So they know Luffy from his bounty poster of Gear 5. I was looking forward to seeing you like that. Because they all know who Nika is. That's me at my freest. You resemble the legendary warrior from the old fables of Elbaf. Ooh. They all want to touch them. The babies are so cute. Because they're babies, but they're so big. It made my heart skip a beat. I'm from the last generation of Elbaf warriors after all. Ah, so she's a warrior too. That's why her mouth is like that. Cute. Oh, so you've pretty much already heard. It came up when we were trying to escape Egghead alive. That's how we ended up here. Oh, are we getting lower? So you know how I couldn't stop worrying about those books after seeing all the scholars dying to save them. That's why I went back to Ohara with Hairudin and the others. Hairudin! I was overcome with tears when I saw how many of them survived, each one a tiny spark of hope. Now, Robin, be careful. Watch what happens to that book you're holding as we enter. Eh? Wow, what's going on? The book is getting pulled. Feast your eyes, isn't it amazing? All these books, giant size. It's marvelous, don't you think? Any book you bring in here gets gigantified. Oh! Welcome to the Mysterious Owl Library. All the books we rescued from Ohara 22 years ago can be found here. We made sure not to miss any of them. Not a single one. Whoa. How does that do that? Did the tree eat like a giant fruit or something that gigantifies everything? Yo. This is the world's greatest library. Do you like books? She's remembering Clover and seeing the library in Ohara for the first time. It would be the same feeling. I never thought I'd have the privilege of showing you this. Man. Robin tearing up again. The realm of the dead. Ah, I guess you've also got nothing much free time, huh? I'm sorry. Am I disturbing you? Oh my gosh, I think I did get spoiled. I'm thinking it's that character I saw in the thumbnail. Nah, I welcome a good disturbance. I have nothing to do but kill time. So that moment of true fear you mentioned before, is that still what motivates you? Moment of true fear. I feel like I've heard that. Moment of true fear. Oh no, it's just a snail. It's just a snail. I thought it was a person. Yes, even now when I think about it, I can't stop trembling. Snow transponder snail, voice recognition and cold resistant type. Dido, it's so frustrating. We've been friends for a long time, but for one reason or another, we've never actually met face to face. Okay. If I was there in your stead, I'd have turned that place into a ruin and slaughtered a lot of them. I don't want that. For a noble soul. You're too naive, Mosa. You've got to stamp them out without mercy. Only a fool gives their enemy a chance to get payback. Thank you for your console. What? You use harsh words, but there's a streak of kindness beneath the surface. I've noticed that more and more recently. In Japanese, he uses the suffix for mosa, which implies mosa might be some kind of noble, duke, or official with a high respectable status. Pending more context, we're keeping it vague. Okay. Hey, you're giving me the creeps. Don't do that again or you'll regret it. That kind of crap won't fly. Kindness? Never say that to me again. Please, can you not shout? Shut up, Mosa. Just you wait till I'm no longer shackled. Western Village. Hey, I'm nervous. Wasn't the feast delayed? We're just drinking while we wait. You're having way too much. Zahaki! There's like black lines coming out of the castle. People drinking. I saw like the next part. I shouldn't be looking at that yet. I should be in the middle, but I saw like a pentagram. From the castle. That's the castle here. 2 cloaked people. A pentagram. Just like those pentagrams that Gorosei used to go to Egghead. Goes shh. Shanks. Interlopers appear in the flash. Who's this? Shanks. Who's this person? There's this person looking, I think it's a girl, but has bangs. I'm saying it's a girl because of like the emphasis on the eyelashes. Like if you look at Shanks's eyes, he doesn't have that, you know. But when Oda draws like the girls, they have like the eyelashes, and this one has it. But looks like light hair, so this person has bangs and is covered by bandages. I have to check, but this pentagram, like who else have we seen use them? Is it Gorosei? And Shanks was there too during their reverie, or it could be like, wait, no. Shanks's eye, like his scar from Blackbeard, it's on the right eye, wasn't it? Wait, let me just look it up just to be sure. Shanks's, what do you call this? Scar. No, it's on the left one. Is it on the left? Yeah, dang, it's on the left. Never mind. It's on the left, but we're looking at the right eye. It's okay. There's no scar. That could still be the Shanks that we know. But there was this theory that that person who went to the Gorosei and talked to them was not Shanks, but someone who looked like him, a twin of some sorts, because they were saying like the scar, you can see it. But like, who's this person? Gosh. It didn't say that there's going to be a break, but I'm assuming there is, because Christmas and New Year. Does this mean I can't keep up? Like, I just can't remember. I just play with it every year. You know, when it happens, there's a break. Okay, there's a break, but I don't really remember how many weeks we have to wait for it. Like, is the next gonna be like January 5th or something? Oh, gosh. You can't give us this and not continue. Gosh. And this is an Elbaf. What's happening? There's so much. I want to know more about the books. And I'm still there, you know, like that notion of Elbaf changing now to a more civilized or, more like a country that puts more emphasis to knowledge and learning, and instead of the fighting and pillaging and being brutes. Like this, I really like that. That's so interesting. And then they give us this at the end. Like, I honestly wouldn't mind if it ended. Oh gosh, and there's this too. Okay, so I saw on thumbnails Loki and I saw Shanks. So Loki is talking to someone who he's known for a long time but has never met in person. That's probably because he is stuck here and that person can't come here. But it seems to be a person of higher status. He's calling him like a name that you would usually call someone higher, like a duke or something like that. But a noble. But they seem like they've known each other for a long time, because the way this person is talking about Loki is he's saying you have streaks of kindness beneath the surface. And honestly, I don't see that yet from like the couple of times that we've seen Loki so far. But he's saying that. So he's known him for a while and has seen him and has broken him down kind of to be able to see that kindness that he's talking about. Who could it be? Let's look at the Dendenmushi. I don't know if this person really has a beard or a mustache, just because the snail might just have that because it's cold. And Loki is saying, if I was there in your stead, I'd have turned that place into a ruin and slaughtered a lot of them. So, wait. Gosh. My brain hurts so much. I hate being sick. I'm assuming this person is in Marijoa, but does not subscribe to the same idea that these celestial dragons have, or like the same values that they have. Because he's saying, if I was there in your stead, so this person is somewhere, and Loki was saying, if I were there, I would do this. And he says, I'd have turned that place into a ruin and slaughtered a lot of them. Like, what place would you want to go and slaughter someone? Of course it's Marijoa. Right? Like, those bastards. No, I can't say bastards. It's not very civilized. Oh, so... Okay, right now I'm thinking that this person must be a celestial dragon. Or at least lives... I mean, if you live in Marijoa, you must be a celestial dragon of some sort. They're friends. Just you wait till I'm no longer shackled. But they haven't really told us what he talked to Luffy about too. Like, they had an agreement and he wanted Luffy to let him go. I don't think Luffy would be that reckless to just release someone like Loki, even though he doesn't know the story behind it. But I don't think he would just release a prisoner. But it seems like they came up with an agreement of some sorts. This is so interesting. Oh gosh, there's so much. I'm getting dizzy now. I should be lying down. Oh gosh, and the library looks so cool. I feel like there's still more there. Oh, and Vegapunk. Like, Vegapunk having that... I mean, Lilith bringing that clone Vegapunk. So we're going to be seeing that image of him again. And he's going to build his lab here. I mean, this place is big enough for that. So that's cool. Oh god, it's so interesting. But right now, actually, I'm more interested in like that world building of it transitioning from what do you call this, warrior country to a more no, not considerate, that's not the word, but more focusing on the knowledge part of it all. Like, that's really interesting because I feel like when Usopp understands that, it would transform his dream as well, from wanting to be a brave warrior of the sea to something else more profound or more fitting for him, or something that he would actually achieve. Just because I don't think Usopp would completely be brave as the standard of the word is, but I think he would still achieve his dream in a way that like is more fitting of him as a person, in like what his skills are. So yeah, I'm really interested in that. I really love the way that they did that. And I think this is the first time ever that I've seen myself in a chapter before, being a teacher and all that. And just how she was like, do as I tell you, like not as I do. It's just so funny. Can't help it sometimes, you know? That's why I have to be careful of your words and your actions in front of kids. But yeah, I just felt so seen. That was so cool. Miss Ripley, I like you. There's so much. My brain hurts. But hurting in a good way. Oh, I'm excited to talk to my sister about this and to my mom. Mom's a teacher too, so she might like that. But oh my gosh, Shanks. I don't know. I don't even want to theorize about Shanks and this person. Is this person looking familiar though? I don't. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I feel like I've seen maybe a tweet about this, but they were mentioning the, what do you call that? This fire scar? What? Burn? Something like that person with like the burn marks on their body. This might be the person because this person's bandaged. No, but I don't want to theorize on that because I know whatever I think about, it's not going to be it. I'm not very good at theorizing, and I don't want to put my brain somewhere it can't get out. You know, I much prefer to watch things happen and connect them as opposed to me making up things, because I do get attached to theories. So I'd rather not put myself in that. So yeah, we'll end there. Oh gosh, it's so good. I hope that there's a chapter next week, but if not, that's fine. You guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if we don't have a chapter next week. But I'll just take this opportunity to say thank you to you guys who still come here week after week and watch the stuff that I put out. I really appreciate it. I love One Piece with all my heart. And I don't really have a lot of friends who I can talk to about One Piece because I get too passionate. I go hard. I go hard on One Piece. It's insane. And I don't think anybody wants to be with me when I'm like that. And so this is kind of like my outlet, talking about my feelings about One Piece and just how good it is. Like, this is peak fiction, you know? And yeah, making these reaction videos, just, it's my way of showing my love for One Piece and just letting it out, or else I would explode. So I really appreciate you guys, you leaving comments, and I love reading them. You know, you guys are awesome. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good year, and we'll have a good year ahead as well. Enjoy your time during the holidays, whether you celebrate it or not, you know, with your family and loved ones. Yeah, let me know what you thought of this chapter down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your holidays. Bye bye.